Obi ambeso beka ho asem na me mekirechirem abrantie ye friend Evans Mensah oye adwuma e wo joy otum no te ojo ni wo se otibrofo ne katem ebutu kakra ye friend Evans Mensah ebu abon on the kind news no. Good evening, welcome to Joy FM. My name is Mensah, and none of governments, the NPP this time are saying that they are going to do a free SHS as you know, sad or kind news to see about heart. Over news on also on the table of Ghana into one millions and ticket I say Achim police. Into a news no. Good evening, Joy News 99.5 FM. My name is Joy Evans Mensah. This is the evening news and Omako Jijiska. Omunyina, Omu pay and Kasomo Botcher or Rebel Ho. Omu Jijiska, they hide behind what we call consultancy. DNDA, Chrono no Mobo. Now these boys, who share the lifestyle they live in Accra, and no salary. What happens? And then they say they hide behind a year. Consortiums and as a consultancy firms and normally your politics. Omu lead politicians mo try draw.
Whenever I say my PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
Now me and Shadi be ekọ enim. Ye beye eye kumewusia. Negotiations for $900 million budget support from World Bank almost done. MPP are buying yeni akamfo buying yeni asantefo buying yedi entumintum obi no ya buying na ebesi sunu na esi enim nyansa chen eye ntafo awonafo ekrobofo eni ganafo asefo na omo de omo nim nyansa na buying na NDC fo no and omo say omo ko Bank of Ghana ho a World Bank wa kwaje 900 million adan ya budget na omo de bebo kuro no ho bra no I was say World Bank ema 900 million and sana yituma ye budget so omo chiro bibi say negotiations for $900 million budget support. What the word support alone? Muntie me. Omo kwa kwaji 900 million loan every World Bank wo. E dia be support yenes budget. Yaka se budget a efie bia your budget. Ebia efie yete yene papa ne te bosumi ana bosumi bia no ye wo sika bia ye twa to ho a ye de bebo fie no ho bra. Nti yaka se budget on tia se na me be chirechirem. Yakasa budget Ghana budget sika yede bebo man no ho bra emprebi intebia 2023 ye be hie sika yede bebo Ghana ho bra en ono papa ne ma meti fie no se bosumi obo peso bobo fie no ho bra ana se omo ya budget ya aketua ye tua omo aketua ne den eni adwuma o ma ye ne mfaso eba nti se papa ese eye adwuma ana se oton nkyene na oton no mfaso na eba no oti eye nkyene ne sika ne wi a dia ka eche fe ne mfaso eno na eden oye budget wom month we ye beto aduane 300 ye beto moko 20 na saa sika na eye ne mfaso no we yi bia to fie e me ye de abofie no ho bra ende ande kufu ado ba omia ene ko mini nifo we no e o se ye ko World Bank ko gi sika edi be den edi be budget ma meka bi nkyerɛ time John Mahama eko IMF. You funded Ghana budget, zero support from nowhere. Bank of Ghana and Kobo. Bro, ni bi anfa Kobo ambeshe budget team. Ni ene nkwasi ya 40 Ghana di John Mahama tem. Na ye ni enim nyansa di mokodi nkyire ye chinso obia ya aboa no. Ni eti Ghana di Mahama tem adentira. Waye mistakes ade mame akoye teni na ne papa akoye teni. Na nipa dodo no mo NDC mu no. Omo de yemfre omo Kwame Akwesi Yao Frempong. Yemfre omo ekọ nti. Omo ye nkwasiafo 2015 John Mahama NDC already Ghana's budget ebo Ghana ho bra eye bibia wankwaji kobo mfra brochire oman ko broni wanko bu nkotodwe ende yeni ankasa ye hu nipa yeni ankofo bu nim nyanse from MPP fo no omako broni ho kwaje 900 million wan na betua kwase ampanyi wo eneme mese wan na betua kwase ampanyi wo eneme yeni e betua na wan na betua nti na motete wo na modwensam wo ye me ekọ obi anyame o eye mu na mo ya mo ho ohia buburo yi ebe hia mama moto nyina atete se ye jimi ya ndwene ya ese mmoa ya ese nkokọ ya tu oburoma ya na ebo atabemu ta 2 days ni asafa ya ka ni ekọ nkran so si bia ya dwene enti so mo tro bibi se budget supporter enye yemfa nche yo nansi ekọ IMF ba yi onse before ye bekọ IMF on ka chere se oh IMF re sign wi a ye bekọ international capital market omo ba no beka brofo a chere se mu nkurasefo mu ntie brofo no omka so mko international capital market a ombe so mcho se ye kwa buruchira ko bobesia ne brofo no to amefo We will be going to the international capital market. Ni nyina no the top nyina no say yes akwa abrochira ko bobesia hwan na betua kwa me ja tia oti kumewu anadwe ya ochina no pa so kwoto aba me be chirem why we are here today and why we are using these words. Enti mwekufo ado no moba wo wiana na ogina na yeze no ba omiana na yeze so o Jose Koliko no ono so ni economics wo wiase nyina no omo de omo gimi sa akobọ besia beto so ochina yeto aba ni wi a ka na esisi wo ni nyina omo di girls okumewu no omo betu akonkran ye behwe de obebre ye be yesi akokọ ne etete wo sa abeifo na afi ye bo ehu dua na ye maame no tibe bia so omo ya abeifo na afi ye twa mebusuani ewu na ya je ho nsa akọ ho ntokwa na afomo je se mmoa adentira ye de ye MPP for ye beba ho ye nko enim. Now tie this is something we need to discuss. It's very, very important. Makachiremu, journalists in Ghana, majority of them are criminals. This young man, your friend Mensah, and this story has been in the system. The criminal colleagues, some journalists or Ghana, no, person become asempa omonka, Angel FM omonka, Hello FM omonka, Peace, because omunyina the same thing. Mamenka bibinche Ghana for 90% of journalists in Ghana are from for. I know what I'm telling you. They are thieves. Now, asemiaba obian beso beka ho asem na me mekirem abrantie your friend Mensah oye adwuma e wo joy otum no tete ojo ni wo se otibrofo ne kete mebutu kakra your friend Mensah ebu abo ho on the kind news no. Good evening, welcome to Joy FM. My name is Mensah, and none of governments, the NPP this time are saying that they are going to do a free SHS as you know, sad or kind news to see by heart. Over news on te also na tebro fu nyina o Ghana into na nim nyansa ne tiki I say achim police into over news no. Good evening, Joy News 99.5 FM. My name is Joy Mensah. This is the evening news and omo ko jijiska omo nyina omo pay anka so omo bochira orebe ho omo jijiska. They hide behind what we call consultancy DND chrono no mobo. Now these boys no who share the lifestyle they live in Accra and your salary. What happens and they say they hide behind a year consortiums and as a consultancy firms and normally politics leading politicians try to draw. These boys, they lead politicians to lie to you. Sometimes you might think say, oh, as someone Canadian, and I keep saying in Ghana majority of any school Jimmy Chan Munko school no, it's a fact. In Ghana, Yeni Ayako school no, ye Jimmy Chan Munko school no, because it is easy to lie to somebody who thinks they are smart because they went to school. It's so easy. Oba Ghana, we are vulnerable. Utwi dada omuntem the intellectual idiots. Omo no so mako school no, omo fie nyansa no, and a school nyansa no, into school nyansa no than Jimmy for. And majority of them are the ones omo destroy Ghana. Now my mention the AC. In chile muni nyina say, the Herald newspaper. Larry Dogbe and the editor. The story be abeto abontene. Story ni nyina say, Mensah we, oil company friend Eka Energy. Imbrebi omo ba Ghana omo na ho Ghana kra je no mbe ye omo ba se omo ba be ji Ghana oil field bi ebuya faso. In fact omo de sika omo pese omo je e be drill oil Ghana den yan fa ni nyina nto nchen ni nyina ne se omo se nko betum de sika $300 million na ahyem sa document ni ra EMT economic management team about me atiase no paper ni fie ho no na sika omo benye film no $1.6 billion den ekoba sa. Now the most interesting thing is the Herald newspaper release sa expose way about this gentleman no. What came out and then say through their investigations some be who say Mensah wako bie company bi no friend no say company other companies can consult. So, inti company to say Eka Energy. Inti say Mensah we could be a company. Now, obi a company no, and the IN say, on this Eka Energy no, omo pesa government of Ghana through parliament, passes deal no, humanity, omo fa brand we friend Mensah. And omo ma Mensah, America sika pole, and this kakito $125,000 kakrebi say NDF fanto table so ejuma obaya ma no. And we are no time of $500,000 man. In fact, story we pay no. Me friend a few people. And I'm going say, do you know something about this? Do you know something about this? And majority of the people are omokasa with me on this story, no. Almost say at a point, this gentleman had dollars at the back of his car, and he was moving from office to office. Into a one afro. Oh, I want to come and see you. You know, you be my love type friend. What's up? Not waba oba. No, nobody didn't come up from so this one be for the boys. Into over 500,000. As I speak now, Gabby is very angry. Because time on this Sikanema Evans Mensah no. Evans catch almost say this is that Sika Ejuma Kudino no. No knowing say $500,000 no or consist muka create coins and a fee a good car boot and a oche. This is a journalist who sits on radio every day to discuss very important issues from parliament and out of parliament. This is a journalist who is supposed to understand the ethics. Into GMPC Eka Energy deal we no, not knowing or no ankasani company registered in his name no. He was basically the one consulting for the foreign company that wants to dupe Ghana. It's so interesting. And he sits on radio every day. And all that he does is he will say, oh, you know, Eka Energy is good. I am coming to show you. Now, hear out. A release statement, you know, and I report. You know. I will catch the message and say, Evans Mensah, what he has done and say, or the company, you know, and basically all the deals, Emma foreign companies. Or we are no Sabetina radio, so say he is speaking for Ghanaians. It will release this report, you know, multimedia as a company. They reacted. Now remember, Evans Mensah can say, "Yetia sikebi mawai." If Larry Dogbe, a Herald newspaper, in their report, almost say yetia sikebi ma Evans Mensah, and then the company dia. Now, if multimedia wants to respond, they need to respond to the exact statement, any allegation, no? Because if Kevin Taylor is not gay, then he's straight. You cannot tell me that Kevin Taylor is not gay. Abra, there are people who are transgender. If you are not straight, you could be transgender. It is okay to say Kevin Taylor cover 10,000 Ghana cedis. Now so okay on for 10,000 Ghana cedis for skebia. Bosikana on fire any chireme. You cannot just say Kevin Taylor for 10,000. Abra will say sikani de be fan in sim. Into multimedia in their attempt to respond to the expose from Herald newspaper, no, they basically told Ghana say Evans Mensah is a criminal who works with them, but they are going to shield him. Now, see this. Now, Joy News decided to protect Evans Mensah. Until they released a statement countering a Herald newspaper. Emma Ghana for who say Evans Mensah is a criminal. He's working for Eka Energy in the Eka Energy GMPC deal, sitting on radio and doing the bidding for Eka Energy, pretending as if he has nothing to do with Eka. Technically, he is working with Eka because if you sign a document or a contract with Eka to be the consultant or to be the firm who makes sure they get the dealer, you are basically working with Eka. So your interest will be in Eka side. So over America, over UK. Na se fro obi, na se busan questions are, na se fan obi wa. Okachira will say, you know what? I am going to speak as the lawyer or as somebody who has an interest in Loud Silence Media. In this whole frame this year, now we talking about journalism. Now we talking about media houses. As I'm speaking, I'll tell you, my name is Kevin Taylor. I am the CEO of Loud Silence Media. I have an interest in Loud Silence Media. It's Loud Silence Media, any piece FM in Tokwano. Everything I say, you need to understand, I am basically going to defend Loud Silence Media. What stopped Evans Mensah from disclosing on national television on Joy News to say, you know something? I don't even want to discuss. I don't even want to be a host. I don't want to even sit in a conversation about Eka Energy because ethics of the job, bro, does not permit me. Mokai, number one issue ni ba no. Obi to say is Sankuma. Time a day any Charles Echo Dubai, Echo Dupi, Royal Diamond for no. Royal Diamond for ba Ghana no. The lawyer they saw and were working with no, na a friend is Sankuma. They came to Sankuma and said, some Ghanaians have duped us. That story was a hot topic. Now, Sankuma at that moment was the lawyer for Royal Diamond. But do you know what Sankuma did? Sankuma was on News File every day, speaking on the matter and pretending as if he has not been contracted by the Royal Diamond. So you see Sankuma on News File always trying to make number one look guilty Abra or your lawyer today, Royal Diamond. Sankuma was supposed to stay away from that conversation. Royal Bank, Nam1, Sankuma was not supposed to speak. But being a lawyer who is interested in the matter, no, Otinemu, and at the end of the day, his utterances, no, it made Nam1 look bad. Mena me better the talker say, how can you be a lawyer for a Royal Diamond? Almost say Obiabe Dupi Oma Nam1 Diabim. Uti TV so cast Nam1 is guilty. I won't disclose the interest where it lies. This is the same thing as Evans Mensah is doing. Now see, multimedia has become the home of criminality, a home of defending criminals, basically. And Kennedy Japan told Ghana for say, a cocaine for Kennedy be a multimedia today, they have not been able to take him to court. So you need to understand it's a cocaine media. A majority of the boys, they are crazy and they're hungry and they are greedy. Evans Mensah, number one. Now see, I'm going to read their own statement. Now, almost statement, on their own site. So this is what they wrote. As indicated earlier, Mr. Mensah's association with Eka Energy Ghana Limited had been declared to management of Joy FM to avoid conflict of interest situations. Mr. Mensah is a member of a professional editorial team guided by Joy FM editorial policy. As such, he cannot suppress information. There is no evidence that the editorial output during the period has been influenced by Mr. Mensah to favor Eka Energy Ghana Limited over the period. There has been extensive coverage of stories on Eka Energy Ghana Limited on our program and platforms, including digital media that have involved CSOs and critical voices. End of quote. The Joy Eka say, oh, nim say Evans Mensah no oye obia oni Eka Energy ye adwuma waka kire omo say Joy News multimedia so nim say Evans Mensah no oye adwuma Joy and na osaw consortium any Eka Energy ye adwuma no na ye investigations no the omu we say Evans Mensah to mrabia Evans Mensah anya bibia kire say Eka Energy deal no or kasama Eka Energy. Evans Mensah is working for Eka Energy. His interest in Eka Energy and say Eka Energy will get the deal. Evans Mensah is not stupid to come and sit on TV and on radio and call people and say, you know what, Eka Energy, they are my friends. Why don't you say they will make the deal? The deal is good for Ghana. He will not do that. No stupid person will do that. Evans Mensah on yet. But Evans Mensah can lead a conversation that will convince the public to believe that Eka Energy deserves the deal. And how does he do that? He can ask leading questions. Evans Mensah doesn't have to do much. Evans Mensah can select who should come on the show. Evans Mensah was walking around Ghana paying people money. He has control on the airwaves. Evans Mensah can lead people, ask leading questions, and they say leading questions, sir. Or questions, technically, you are asking the person to say yes. Now, people watching, these CSOs, any those so-called experts, or multimedia, and Kofuti, almost say, oh, the Webo Canada, and the Parliament in Jintum, and the Parliament in Bungu, and so, as you can see, Evans Mensah sitting on TV as a Joy News employee and also as the CEO of a company that is doing business with Eka Energy and being paid thousands of dollars. Evans Mensah's interest is that when there's a conversation about Eka, he will lead people on. Omba Metranka say or a representative of Eka, but he will lead a guest on to speak in favor of the Eka Energy. Now, when they released it, Mamimbo video bin chemo and sana mababe chiro the response from the Herald newspaper, almost a releasing response. Now listen to Evans Mensah. This is one of the conversations on multimedia, multi-TV, Joy News. He was hosting a show about Eka Energy. $500,000 and $125,000 respectively. And on what told the hosting, where will your interest be? Now listen to him very well. Listen attentively. His line of question, how he's leading them on, how he's trying to tell the NPP person, oh, this is better. You need to understand, multimedia they are part of the disease now. Now listen to Evans Mensah. Evans, come out now. Time do. Come.
to have been settled before we approved it. Now we've approved it. Remember the AGM issued a statement from Oslo yesterday, so they are going ahead. And as far as they're concerned, the terms that Ghana currently has, fantastic deal. There's no room there if you read a statement for any renegotiation. But that's what government has asked government to do. So is the AGM Acre Energy deal a rip-off? That's what we'll attempt to answer when we return from the break.
Pulling under trees, where the agriculture sector is in shambles. So that is a decision that the country.
So you're saying that the reduction in our stake is justified, because
I mean our position has been
more stake means more investment, and
more
we have
investment,
to cover
more risk.
More risk.
Yeah, exactly. That you have to.
A lesser stake means
to.
The private firm is carrying almost everything.
You, exactly. They are carrying
and
you.
When there's exploration, you get the money anyway.
You take your royalty,
but
you take your taxes,
okay,
and you take your free carried interest.
Okay. Where do you stand on this? Is there a rip-off?
Well, our problem with that, there's definitely will be shortchange, and
there's definitely shortchange.
So we think that we could have had a better deal than what we have today. In 2014, when this deal was ratified, it was clear that Xposes was going to hold a commercial interest. Did anybody have problem with
when
this?
you say Xposes, I want my viewers
the subsidiary
to appreciate
of,
that Xposes is in fact a GMPC subsidiary.
Exactly, GMP subsidiary.
Okay, so let's just say this is the government of Ghana rep in the business.
Exactly.
So that people understand.
Exactly.
Okay, so there's a government of Ghana rep in the deal.
Supposed to be doing the exploration production for GMPC or GMPC unit of production and exploration.
So this is our horse in the race.
Exactly.
Our horse in this race is Xposes.
Good.
Go on.
From 2014, we knew they were holding a commercial interest.
Okay.
Did anybody have problem with that? We knew very well that if you have commercial interests, you are going to cough money. You are going to contribute to the exploration and production. We never heard anybody raise an argument to say that, no, let's not start now. Of course, there should be some capital outlay to solve all this issue. We are here, and we saw 2018, 2019 expenditure budget for GMPC sent to Parliament for approval, asking for more than $40 million to go and embark on CSR, corporate social responsibility. Needless, we're here when GMPC took money and sent it to BOST to support them, when they should have focused on their own strategic goals and their mandates. You know very well that within the Petroleum Holding Fund, there's money reserved and allocated to GMPC to be able to get to their operatorship position one day and do all this. So there is money around of which GMPC is not being managed because it's not being managed professionally, and because there is some political influence there. All this over the years, the money that goes to GMPC, politicians find a way to take some to go and meet political agenda. They ask GMPC to go and take up some commitment and endeavors. That is not really their
So I guess the point you're making is that when government says, well, we don't have money and so let's reduce our stake, your argument is
there is money that we are spending somewhere that
we are
is needless.
spending on needless ventures.
Exactly.
That should have been put in this.
That could have been put into this. Are you getting me? So nobody can say that we shouldn't start from somewhere. We've all been dreaming one day where GMPC will have position to.
So you see, this is what they do. You will not understand. But Otuana show my just say, oh, they are doing some serious discussions. No. Evans Mensah is technically a PRO for Acre Energy. He's just sitting there and asking the lead questions. Explain this so that my viewers, because he's building something in the heads of the people. $500,000. You tear the company, no, Acre Energy, tear the company, no, over $125,000 as an to into a 2 hour wine it is an or 2 hour why Jessica PRO no. And if I have taken $500,000 from Acre Energy, the question here is I'll call people I think that I can serve under the table to come and speak I'm not saying the people who are sitting on the show have been paid, but if I am the editor, I have position at multimedia, and I've taken this money from Eka Energy, I will make sure every person I bring on my show to speak on Eka Energy, at least I've had prior conversation with the person. And that is what this boy did. At a point, he had money sitting at the back of his trunk. He's a cheap journalist. How much is this boy paid? How much is this boy paid to be able to go around and calling people that I want to dash you money? He did the PR job for Eka. Now, after multimedia tried to clean him up, when it backfired, the Herald newspaper that broke the story actually released a statement and questioned multimedia. Because the multimedia statement trying to clean Evans Mensah up actually made people know Evans Mensah is a thief. You know why? Because multimedia were trying to protect him. Now see what the Herald newspaper, they are asking multimedia some simple questions, and I expect them to answer. Now these are the questions the Herald newspaper is asking. Now I'm going to go through this very quickly. The management of multimedia, owners of Joy FM, proceeded to issue a press statement waiving ethical standards. They put on a touchlight saying it is, in quote, investigating the Eka Energy payment to Xcomsalt. I think Evans Mensah company, if you know, Xcomsalt Media. Jesus. The private company of their head of political desk, Evans Mensah. Into Joy News say, Asemna Abano, Afeno mu investigate. Into my jatum say, as consult no, Evans Mensah dia, but sika semna okoye dia. Multimedia say they are now investigating. Now hear out in their response, no, almost say, and I quote, the second paragraph says, but in the meantime, they don't believe the Herald newspaper's claims because Evans Mensah had shown them the amount he received and was nowhere near the 125,000. Curiously, the management of multimedia did not mention what Evans told them and amount he got from the Eka Energy. Now, multimedia from Herald, already almost stage one say, now must multimedia for almost say, Majiatum say Evans and the owner of that company a year the Eka Energy etua sa $125,000 ne mano. Masa Jiatum say company ni Evans dia. Most investigations. Now must say sikana meka say etua Evans ne de mo nya sure. Inse mo pese mo beka sika etua Evans a dia me almost say Evans me Herald newspaper asem na o kan obwa. But Oman writing off say Evans Mensah Engiska. But multimedia, they were not able to tell Ghanaians say, so I 125,000 or just saying. Now you are saying, say, Herald is right. Herald the child asama to Evans, so sikani mom de Evans GA. But multimedia say, Omon can sika yutia Evans. But 125 for the esonodo interest send yutia no $1,000, $15,000. $24,999 because we want to know, because it might be 24,000 or 124,999. Maybe it's not 125,000. Maybe it is 125,000. Let us know. But multimedia, almost more. Here are some no kano and Yetianica can because they are telling us how many Evans at Nasia Kasa. Emma Evans ajia tum say on the CEO of that company. Evans ajia tum say on the Eka Energy ejuma. But Larry Dogbe any Herald for asemo mo ka say you 125,000 a day. Omon ka the Evans eje but omon jintum. You are not going to admit that he took 125,000. Why are you not telling us how much he was paid? Now Okwasiawa, maybe the management of multimedia should engage Evans Mensah and question him on the 3 single source contract in 2 days worth $141,000 in the heat of the 1.6 billion GNPC Eka transaction. Now, even apart from that, Evans Mensah Sani Eka Energy is signing some contracts. And also, multimedia Mobusa Evans, because apart from that, Evans Mensah SRJ $141,000 every Eka Energy war. Now, Okwasiawa Sikano Ninjie Chirimuni Communications and Advertising 25th August. In fact, Herald newspaper or customer, not the date, not the time, not the month account. At the Salah Silence Media. If you want to do credible journalism, that's what you do. Timelines are important. Dates are important. Locations are important. And Larry say, another Herald newspaper say, say, Communication and advertising, 25th August, Evans Mensah Jiska. Every Eka Energy, not Joy News. When you talk about media service, 25th of August, or Jesus Kano. You can go to communication and advertising, 26th August, or Jiska. This brings the total payment of Eskom salt to 212,305,000 Ghana cedis. $305,000. Into in the name of our consult, and as our consultancy, and as our the CEO of that particular consultancy, he has taken close to 212. He has taken, in fact, approximately $212,000. Sabo and Oti join news, no. And our news, so and our children say, oh, this one there. He's working for Eka and he's doing propaganda for the foreign company to secure a deal in Ghana. Now, when you go through the document, the Herald newspaper, led by Larry Dugby, Prime Mark, they have actually asked multimedia some questions. Why do you think they are not responding? They are not responding because Evans Mensah is a criminal. Evans Mensah took the money. He's sitting on TV asking leading questions. He can ask so many questions. You might think he's a serious journalist. No, he's protecting his $212,000 and the $500,000 that Gabby Dems gave him. Because with him, the $212,000, it was that was a contractor, Eka Energy, any company assigning we no man $500,000 on fanko jom na onko tutu sasika na enfanko je shenkofo ano sene be ya omon kasa na Eka Energy GMPC deal no akoso. And remember the $500,000 no omon person beka ho asem no different from $212,000. oh $500,000 na near for damage. Oko asempa no ama OBB no ama den ama ohina santibi oko piece from no ama ekua pocket abrochire otuetie sika kwaje visa but the story bebra mu nansia no awura ha no awura city na wa so to obia Evans Mensah or so to obia afa uwia why be CSOs no wa so to omo why be. So that was what he was doing with the $500,000. Otina ofu ba betina TV so say the news at 6 o'clock we mo no omo na mo finish mo no. Now let's move forward.
My never say PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, or see them yopo.